It was November 2016. It had been less than a month of me dating my then boyfriend and now husband, Sandy. I had known Sandy for 25 days, and it was our 20th date. Yes, things were going really well. Now, I was going to meet Sandy after his weekly game of football. When I reached his place, Sandy was waiting for me at the parking area. The moment I got off my car, Sandy said, "We need to go to Lilavati Hospital." I knew Sandy liked the poha served there, but I really did not think it was the most appropriate place for dinner date. "Why are we going to the hospital?" I asked. He said, "I have injured myself while playing the football." He showed me his palm and went on to demonstrate how his thumb won't reach the pinky finger. Being the klutz that I am, I have injured almost all parts of my body. And I have a very high experience in this area. "Oh, this is no injury. All you have to do is put some ice pack and bandage your thumb. You'll be fine in 2 days," I said. "If you don't want to come with me, then I'll go alone." Sandy sounded very offended. Now I stared at him for 2 whole minutes. Now and started weighing the pros and cons. Like, I had known him for 25 days. But Valentine's Day was 3 months away. And I did not want to spend another Valentine's Day watching Love Actually alone in my bed. So I gulped down my annoyance and decided to accompany him. "Today I scored 5 goals," said Sandy, while we walked to Lilavati. "Football is a tough game, you know." And he started staring at the blank space. The other team probably did not have a goalkeeper, is all that I thought. But did not say because, Valentine's Day. We reached Lilavati. It was 10 p.m. So we were told to go to the emergency ward. Now I know, when you hear emergency ward, you think it's going to be very gloomy and serious. But honestly, what ensued was probably better than any stand-up act I have witnessed. We met one of the doctors at the emergency ward. The doctor heard Sandy's problem and said, "Let me call someone from the ortho department." So he makes a call to what I'm guessing was the orthopedic department, and the following conversation happens in Hindi. "Hello, a patient has come. He cannot get his thumb to touch his pinky finger. He has hurt. What do you say? You know that area? Under the thumb? Arey, what is the medical term? I keep forgetting. You understand what I'm saying, right? Just send someone to the emergency ward." Maybe it's me, but I don't think good doctors forget medical terms. Also, the fact that he was chewing tobacco, he was reminding me of Mukesh. From the anti-smoking campaign that we watched at the movie theaters. I tried to look closely at his tag to check if BR prefix was on it. It did. I was hoping it's not his initial. BR looked confident though. After 10-15 minutes, a doctor walked in with a strong nicotine smell. "Hi, who is injured here?" Sandy raised his hand, went up to the man, showed him. Said the doctor. "I need to speak to my senior. Could you please share some details of how this occurred?" "I was playing football. The football accidentally hit my hand at this spot. And since then, it's been hurting and I cannot move my thumb." Again, doesn't trying to touch the football with your hand call for a penalty? I did not say it, just thought to myself. "Where exactly did this take place?" asked the doctor. "At the football ground," said Sandy. Where is the football ground? Asked the doctor with the studied seriousness of Sherlock. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, can we please take a moment here to appreciate the profound importance of this particular question in the treatment? But Sandy responded diligently. At St. Andrew's ground, Bandra. At about what time did this incident occur? About 8:45 p.m. Because now he will summon the priest to check the auspiciousness of this time and place. I was shooting such glances, except nobody was looking at me. Tell me everything in as much detail as possible. How many people were there? What was your posture like when you were facing the football? Sherlock had now become match referee. By now, I was convinced that they were about to file an FIR against the football. Sandy narrated in as much detail as possible. I dozed. After such detailed inquisition, the doctor's phone buzzed with a WhatsApp message. Upon reading it, he turned pensive. He looked up and said, I think we should get an X-ray done. Like he had an epiphany. Clearly, he was buying time while his senior responded on WhatsApp. We made the payment and went towards the X-ray room. I must admit, this was my most favorite part of the evening. Sandy went alone to get the X-ray done. After 5 minutes of waiting for the report, the technician popped his head out of the room and asked, Sir, which hand did you get X-ray done for? Sandy looked at me in disbelief, as if to say, is this place for real? I buried my head to laugh in peace. This was better than any stand-up show I had seen. Left hand, said Sandy solemnly. I'm sure the thought of leaving Leelavati had crossed both our minds, but nobody discussed it because I didn't want to come across as uncaring, and Sandy couldn't because it was his idea. We returned to the emergency room with the X-ray in hand. The doctors and pretty much everybody we had interacted with was now staring at that X-ray in pin-drop silence. Finally, I broke the silence with, there doesn't seem to be any broken bones, is there? Sandy shot me one of those glances like, since when did you become a doctor? But I remained unperturbed. The orthopedic doctor finally said, yes, doesn't seem to be one, but let me WhatsApp this photo to my senior. After we rummaged the Leelavati canteen, we came back to check if the senior orthopedic doctor did any diagnosis via WhatsApp. My senior cannot view the X-ray very well over WhatsApp, said the emergency ward orthopedic doctor. I suggest you apply some cold pack and get your thumb bandaged. If it doesn't get any better, you can come back later. You should have seen Sandy's face. He didn't look at me for the next 5 minutes. Well, let's just say this was the start of many instances of me being right. Isn't that what you call a marriage? Thank you.